Next to a cutting tool, a Firesteel, in my mind, is one of the most important things that you can take with you to the woods. A lot of ones that I carry a lot. A lot of people have seen me carry this. A lot of people have asked me questions on this. Where'd you get that big Firesteel? I got this one like 20 years ago. I honestly cannot tell you where I got it from. I know they make large ones like this from Going Gear and a few other places, but this one's been with me a long time. I've used it a lot. It's starting to get a little wore down. Another question a lot of people ask is, where did I get this lanyard for my Firesteel? The lanyard came from the canoe base that I worked at when I guided up in Minnesota, and it is a pack strap that we used to use to clip into our canoes to keep, if we flipped over our canoes, to keep our packs from floating around. Pack clip, that's all it is. I just daisy chained it up to make it shorter. You don't have to go to the trouble of doing this. You can just take a piece of 550 cord, tie an eye in both ends, and tie your Firesteel to it and put it on a belt loop or something like that. If you want to get a little bit more creative though, you can make some lanyards. This one is for the one that Firesteel I've been carrying here lately. It's a Light My Fire, Army size, works pretty well. This is a 100-pound test cord. It's like the same stuff that I had in my PSK video. I braided an eye into it, just like braiding an eye in the 550 video, and then whipped an eye in the end of it, just like the whipping the tool handles video. So all the information's on my channel on how to make something like this. You just got to put it in real quick, plug it into slots. I am also going to be doing a video on making a knife sheath for your pocket knife, your farmer, your US knife, or just your regular old pocket knife out of some webbing. One thing I added on this a long time ago was a D-ring. The reason I put that D-ring on there is my old Firesteel, I can just take and clip that on there, and now it's secured. I used to keep this in my pocket all the time. If you don't have those clips and want to make your own, all you have to do is take that eye right there and then run your Firesteel all the way through, and now it's secured. This is secured to your belt, and this can ride in your pocket. So that's the system I've been using lately. It works very, very well. I really think it's important to keep these things tied to your body. Even without a knife, you can find a sharp rock and use these to get a fire going. And that's one of the biggest things that you're going to want to do when you're out in the woods, is have a nice fire. So it's in my mind, it's a thing that you really should consider, tying that to yourself. I have been using a sheath with a dangler loop on it, or I'm sorry, not dangler, a Firesteel loop on it. It's a dangler type sheath. So I took this piece of 550 cord here and just whipped eyes into it, and then put a split ring on it, and you can use this. I can run that right through there. So it tightens up on there, and I made this one red because some people like stuff that's more visible. And put my Firesteel in there, and then wrap this around and around like that, and my Firesteel is secure in my Firesteel loop. Not too hard to do. If you don't have a Firesteel loop, but you have a dangler sheath, you can do the same thing. Now this one was made from a piece of cotton cord, and I twisted it, whipped an eye into it, and just at the end when we started the twist, just like in twisting the man-made materials, I just put that split ring in there so it can hold my Firesteel. Now I can just run this right through this dangler, and put that in my pocket, and I will not be separated from my Firesteel. I've actually had sheaths break before and have the Firesteel lanyard catch the whole rig before it fell out. And it let me know that my sheath broke. So it's not a bad idea. Be sure that your Firesteel is secured to your body. You can also run like this through a belt loop or your belt and just put it through your into your pocket, and it gives you a lot of confidence in where your gear is if a valuable piece of gear like this is stuck right in your pocket. So this is actually going to be an elective for the bush class lesson also. And if you guys haven't heard about the bush class lessons over at Bushcraft USA, I'm doing free bushcraft lessons. A lot of my videos are on there, videos from other people. I'm trying to make it a good experience for everybody. Come on over and check it out at Bushcraft USA and under the Bush Class tab. And all you have to do is register, and classes are free. So anyway, if you have any questions, give a holler.